Rare Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
No.
Oh no, Jacka.
See, cause look, the first version I had was me, Fab, and Keek.
Okay.
I had a verse from Keek too, but Keek ended up going to jail and I couldn't get the session. You feel me? And it was like it wasn't mixed or nothing like that. So I had Fab. It was me, Fab, 40, and Jack. Fab couldn't get on there, and Beta ended up getting on there. You feel me? And yeah, that's just how that shit went. But Fab still was performing his part.
Yeah, Fab.
That
yeah.
nigga Fab was still performing that motherfucker.
This another moment that's like, you know, when we look at movies and biopics, and of course D-Lo should have one. You know, D-Lo need a documentary and a biopic about yourself up until this point, because something else I find very interesting that's real culture shit is other people from your block talented, right?
For
and
sure.
then so when we talk about Rico the Kid, just the idea of this nigga calling you from jail saying I got one, right?
Everything.
Because how I look at this shit is, if you didn't step out, if you didn't take a leap of faith and do NoHo, none of this shit might not, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Circumstances could be different for everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for real.
saying? And when he spit that shit to you over the phone, what was you thinking?
I was like, nigga, we got one. Because I was already, after NoHo, I'm going to the studio, nigga, trying to make another NoHo.
Right,
And I couldn't.
right.
I was trying too hard. I'm like, nigga, I need to, shit was boozy, you feel me? And I
Yeah.
just couldn't do it. The way I did NoHo was just hella, it was natural, bro. It was regular. It just came to me.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else was coming to me. Feel me? I'm just doing other songs. Me and DJ Fresh was working on the album at that time. And Rico hit me and sung this shit to me over the phone. I was like, bro, we got one. As soon as that nigga got out, we went straight to the studio and we knocked that out. And I seen Big Von, and I played it for him. And he was like, man, get it mixed and mastered, send it to me.
Yeah.
Feel me? This is around the time, you know, niggas got to pay for radio play.
Right,
You feel what I'm saying?
right.
I ain't never paid for radio play until Get Her Though. You feel me? So I was getting all them spins like on the strength of Big Von, Mind Motion, Sonic G, and all them that was playing my shit. You feel me? Box Kev at the time, DJ A-Man, all of them was spinning my shit. And I was actually really getting spins, like, you feel me? And then, you know, other radio stations was piggybacking off of their
Off of
shit.
them,
and
yeah.
They was playing it, you feel me? So it was just that shit it just took off. It had its own legs, bro.
I'm glad you
Played
said
me,
that.
helped me a lot.
I'm glad you said that, because a reoccurring theme that happened on this show is the opposite of what you're saying, and people have complaints about what Camille did or didn't do for them. So I'm glad somebody said, because it's a lesson in all this shit, right? On
For
both
sure.
sides. Like, niggas need to know, first of all, that you make music that good, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't just be fucking with shit.
Yeah.
And the second thing is that they did fuck with something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
So the lesson is, nigga, maybe y'all ain't making them right music, or it could be either or. And then you still said you still spent money with an even bigger record.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
That was mandatory, you feel me? But, and now that I think about it, nigga, it wasn't just NoHo when you played me, they was spinning.
Right.
Nigga, they was spinning Sleepy. Nigga, they was spinning the
spinning
remix
Sleepy. They definitely
to
spinning the
NoHo. Feel me? So it was like, nigga, 2 years straight. D-Lo on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? And shit, like I said, I ain't pay for no radio play until Get Her Though. And that was something nationally. I had like
Yeah, you had
20-something radio stations, and I had to do that. You
Had
feel
to
me?
do
I had
that.
Tyga on a song. It was like, nigga, I gotta make the best of it and pull as much money out this system as I can. You feel me?
You when you doing this, when you got You Played Me, I felt like, first of all, you went from not giving a fuck about NoHo to getting played, right? The extremes in that, the polar opposites on the song, right? I don't like, because I like to break it down and make it scientific. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
you not thinking this. right? But this is what I'm thinking. I'm such a rap nerd. I'm thinking this nigga he kept it true, still to the hood. You play me, cause you giving a nigga the whole scenario. This is like Biggie type shit, right? But you saying I shoulda took you to E1 photo. I shoulda just bitch. I fucked up, right?
Yep.
So, but the bitches love that, right? So you got a nigga song, a real that everybody can fuck with, but you got a song for the bitches.
Exactly.
I always tell niggas the trajectory of your career turn as soon as you do that. Lil Baby took off when he did Close Friends. Cause that's the biggest consumer, it's the woman. These the little broads in the party twerking all this shit anyway. All the niggas is following them. So in my mind, when I'm hearing this song, I really thought at that moment you was about to be like just a super big national artist. I'm like, if nobody is paying attention to this shit to grab this is it. Like this right here is it. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of developed Rico. Rico is a very talented nigga. Like Rico is the most talented, undeveloped talent I ever seen.
For sure.
Like if niggas spent the resources and time with him, he'd beat Jacquees. You know what I'm saying? When he did Jacquees shit over, he killed it.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga raw.
I remember that.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But this is one thing I want to get into with you, the networking part of D-Lo, because you never hesitated to go to places to meet people even when you wasn't performing.
For sure.
You showed up. Niggas asked you to pop out. You showed up. And you made a lot of connections, like, and that's how you made your connection with Tyga, being at Summer Jam, right?
Yeah.
So did he invite you to Summer Jam?
Hell, nah, it was just, nigga, it was random as fuck. Hella random. But he had already shouted me out on his mixtape.
Okay.
He had a little mixtape, and he said the little NoHo line and said, shout out to D-Lo or whatever. So, boom, that was that. Summer Jam come the same year, and me and Sleep just went to the Summer Jam, regular. Feel me? Ended up going backstage and shit. We on the side of the stage, and his bro T-Rail, Trail from out that way.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, you D-Lo, huh? I'm like, yeah. He like, hey, man, that nigga Tyga fuck with your shit tough. He like, you ain't met him yet, huh? I'm like, nah. That nigga went up on stage while Tyga was performing. When he was done, he went, I guess he whispered to him, like, nigga, D-Lo over there, bring him out. You feel me? And that nigga T-Rail ran to the side of the stage, like, come on, nigga, come up here. Nigga, it was hella random. Like,
Right. That's crazy.
Nigga, I'm like, what? Nigga, I jump on stage instantly.
Shout out T-Rail, and he on No
My
Jumper
mama,
right
yeah,
now,
for
too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shout out T-Rail, nigga. And yeah, Tyga, nigga, pass me the mic, nigga. NoHo, come on, nigga. And I'm just like, nigga, what? Nigga, I instantly turn on. I mean, instant. Like, nigga, well, that's one thing with me. When it came to performing, nigga, I've never been shy. I've never been scared to perform, nigga. Nigga, none of that. Like, that's what I did. I turned up. Like, that was my whole thing. Like, nigga, I'm finna make sure when I perform, nigga, I'm gonna turn up every time so a motherfucker remember me, nigga. Like, nigga, that nigga turned up every show, nigga. And I got that type of shit from niggas like Dre. Yeah. Nigga, watching Trill TV, nigga, that nigga was turned up everywhere he went. Every show, nigga, he was, nigga, you feel me, making the crowd, nigga, like, oh yeah, that's a, nigga, that nigga going crazy.
For sure.
You feel me? Yeah, like, you gotta give him a show for real.
For sure.
So, nigga, like.
Prior to that, what was the biggest crowd you had done?
Prior to that, motherfuckers don't even know like that. I had already performed at Summer Jam before that. ROD brought me out when he had
did.
I Can't Stand You.
He did.
ROD brought me out. I opened for ROD.
Yeah.
I did NoHo then. That was my first time ever touching you feel me, that many people.
That was about a dub.
Yeah, that was about a dub right there. And then a few years later, that's when the shit happened with Tyga. And yeah, after that, once we had Get Her Though, everywhere he went, he was just, nigga, anywhere, nigga, on this West Coast where he was performing, he was like, bro, pull up.
Did y'all ever talk about business? Because I thought he was going to try to sign you to Last King.
Nah, we was cool. Like, we talked and shit, but I probably wouldn't even sign with Last King then. Right. You feel what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't have. Like, I just would have kept it on some, nigga, you my nigga, let's, feel me? Because at that time I was fucking with Gazi anyways, nigga. That's, nigga, me, Sage, and Priceless, The Rock was Gazi only artists at that time. You feel me? And the vision he had that he was painting for niggas, like, I believed in it. You feel me? So
was Empire the only distribution ever for NoHo, or was it on like In Grooves or something?
No,
was it on any of that shit?
It was Clear Label.
Oh, Clear Label. Yeah.
It was Clear Label. Yeah. And it went from Clear Label to
right, because PTB and the Clear, like, you're right.
Yeah, but it was Clear Label.
So when did you did you create Rude Boy while at PTB?
Yeah, me and Sleep did.
So you and this is what I was telling somebody the other day because
Well,
they
no. Once we stopped fucking with the HBR click shit, that's when me and Sleep. That's when Sleep was like, nah, nigga, we Rude Boys, nigga, because we already used to say it in songs.
Say it, yeah.
Like, you feel me? Yeah, nigga, we Rude Boys. That's what we doing, nigga. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, I love Jamaicans, nigga. That nigga love Jamaicans. Shot is my favorite movie. Shot is his favorite movie,
Right,
nigga. We was
right.
just, nigga. And we got dread. We grew our dreads together, you feel me?
Yeah.
And, nigga, it was, that's how the Rude Boys formed. And then we really some rude ass niggas.
Right,
like,
right.
It matches.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
For
It was
sure.
like, nigga, we ain't take no shit. When I say rude, I just mean like, nigga, we was, nigga.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, nigga, firm, nigga.
What them niggas say, Irie.
Yeah.
But but having Rude Boy, cause I know you an Oakland nigga, and this is gonna be probably some of your influences too. Like, did you always? Cause I felt like niggas already knew you had to have like your own sub label, not just getting signed. Like, so you knew like Boosie and Webby was on Trill. You knew that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You knew that any of these niggas, there's something else that they rock with that's
Yeah,
not.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's not that. And everybody know they need to have their own. That's kind of like how you grow up in hip hop. When you going around to these different places with Tyga, can you see when he's performing, can you see your influence getting bigger and bigger and bigger? Even though, because now niggas don't even get a record a shot.
Yeah.
Your record lasted. Nigga, that shit, I don't know how much money NoHo probably did made. Nigga, like, did they put any movies?
Yeah.
It's in what, Blind Spot?
It's in Blind Spotting.
Spotting? Yeah.
It's on the Netflix series for the college football shit.
Yeah, that shit on a lot of shit,
Yeah,
man.
they,
Like,
hell yeah.
so ain't no telling how much money
Yeah, that motherfucker that made.
then
you feel me,
generated. Yeah,
some
like
hundreds of thousands and shit. You feel me?
when you I want to ask you this too. Dyeing your hair, right? Because now you see NBA niggas. You see like what's his name? Where he from? The little African nigga with the
In the NBA,
yeah. He used to play for Atlanta.
Schroeder.
You see
Yeah.
niggas like that. You see, but I'm saying you did this a long time ago, and it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like your signature.
Nah, for sure.
Like it's on avatars of you as characters
Yo,
made out of that.
You want to know something? I didn't want to do this.
You didn't?
No.
how did it happen?
My nigga TB, I'm fresh out the
Okay.
pen. I'm fresh out the pen, and I'm on the same shit I'm on right now. Like, nigga, I'm finna kill it. You feel me?
Okay.
And we sitting in the car at a hotel, nigga, and he like, bro, dye your hair. I'm like, what? He like, nigga, dye your whole head blonde. I said, nigga, I'm not dyeing my whole head blonde, nigga. That's out.
Yeah.
He like, just dye a couple of them then, nigga. Like, I'm like, man, I ain't dyeing my shit. So I end up going to get my hair done, and I'm like, man, my nigga telling me I should dye my shit blonde, and she like, you should do it. I'm like, man, fuck it, do the patch, and I did it, and I was like, fuck it, and it worked for me.
It worked, huh?
You feel me?
It
It worked
worked,
for me. Because
huh?
I used to dye when my dreads was short. Nigga, I used to dye my hair like a motherfucker. Everybody
Yeah.
know that. I
Yeah.
done had every color in my head.
Right.
That was back when niggas in the town with dreads dyed their hair hella colors, red,
Yeah.
blue, nigga, orange, nigga, turquoise, whatever a nigga could. You feel me? And I was done with that. That nigga got me to do that shit though.
What was the what was you doing? Because you came after, but what was you doing during the hyphy movement? And did you appreciate it? Because my thing is this. I don't really feel like Mac Dre was what the hyphy movement became, my personal opinion. I think Mac Dre was who he was, and then characters of Mac Dre start coming.
Yeah.
Like, they start making a kind of a mockery of like, but he was kind of like on some stomp down, other type, and hella game in his shit. You know,
Yeah.
that was just him.
No, for sure.
So when a nigga that's not that start acting like that, it was that along with Oakland culture, right? Sideshow culture that needed to become all inclusive.
See, with hyphy though, a lot of people see that's kind of like the typical hyphy though. Like if you was to say Mac Dre is the hyphy, that's the typical hyphy
Right.
of somebody from another state would be like, oh, that's how y'all get hyphy. You feel me?
Right.
But what motherfuckers don't really know, like the Oakland hyphy shit comes from niggas being
Dangerous.
as they would say right now, turned up.
Right,
Like you
right.
said, dangerous. Niggas
Yeah.
bouncing out at the fucking light, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, literally bounce out at the light, go in his trunk, nigga, grab something real quick. Nigga pulling up all the doors open. Nigga pull up talking hella shit to a motherfucker. A nigga come up the street walking, nigga talking hella shit to somebody. A nigga used to gonna be like, damn, that nigga hella hyphy.
Yeah, right.
You feel me?
Nigga walking through the party,
it was
you
more,
like, ooh,
it wasn't just no dancing shit.
It wasn't.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It was really some gangster shit for real. On
It
some
was.
real shit. Like hyphy was nigga. That was our culture, nigga. We nigga popped pills and nigga went to side shows, nigga. That was the thing to do, nigga. That's like when you just asked me before I was rapping, what was I doing in the hyphy movement? Side shows.
Right.
We riding. These is times where nigga it could be 2, 3 o'clock in the day, nigga. We all bored, nigga. We piece up on some weed, nigga. We gonna ride through Oakland, nigga, and smoke, nigga. This was when you could pull up to every spot.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
This was when niggas could literally ride through the town. I'm not talking about, nigga, I'm talking about everywhere. Nigga.
Everywhere.
The whole East, nigga.
Yeah.
We touching everything in the East, nigga.
When you can ride down Foothill and a nigga with a car like yours, a bus of you, just to fuck with it behind you
On my mama.
through the whole East, and that shit become a caravan.
Bruh,
You know what I'm saying?
them days was hella. These young niggas right now don't know nothing about that.
Nothing about that shit.
They don't know. They ain't having no fun.
Nah,
bro.
hell no.
These niggas
they
is
life
not.
seem miserable to me.
Boy, and then see, even we gonna go even back before me. Y'all era was the real
man.
fun of the side
Oh,
shows.
man.
I done watched all them DVDs, all that, nigga. Y'all era was the real. That's when it was player then.
It was player.
Feel me? It was player. Shit would happen, but
Yeah,
it was player.
It was
though.
player. It wasn't just
Nigga.
happening like that. Like
Yeah,
and
it was rare.
Even when an unfortunate incident happened, it was so player that big dogs would get together and try to fix it before they fuck it up.
On my mama.
You see what I'm saying? Like that shit
My
actually
generation
used to exist.
fucked the side shows off.
Yeah, your generation fucked
Because it
it
was
up.
fun to us for a minute.
No, well, I'm gonna
Until
tell you
niggas
what
start
fucked it
dying.
off. Niggas start dying, but even the people from out of town now that mimic what y'all started
Yeah.
is the reason people just die at side show. They retarded now. That shit that
Yeah, they dumb
that
now.
shit. Now I'm thinking that like it's 40 niggas with switches shooting in the air and just
Yeah, that
random.
shit sucks.
Like it's no way. Like
Yeah,
we don't
wasn't
come from
doing
that, nigga. I
We
don't
wasn't
know what
doing
the fuck that is.
We was nigga. Our side shows was nigga. Our side shows really was fun, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you stuck at a side show 9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, we at that motherfucker.
Yeah, wasn't no
nigga,
going
out the
nowhere.
car,
Yeah.
everybody strapped, nigga, and we just nigga all through that motherfucker. It'll go from High Street, nigga, to 106. It was fun. And
That
these
was
niggas
fun,
ain't having
man.
no fun, bro.
Nah.
This shit's sad in Oakland right now, bro. I ain't even gonna lie
Shit
to
crazy.
you. Like, I don't even want to perform in Oakland.
And you know what's crazy? That's again what I'm saying, being a turf baby, right? You know that like going to the function, y'all gotta come back, y'all gotta get some money tomorrow. It's hella different little shit involved in your process. Now, these little niggas live in Antioch and come to Oakland to gangbang.
Yup.
That's different, bro. That's a
hella
whole nother environment. I wanted to ask you this too, because you just mentioned being on Empire with Sage and Prices to Rock. How does Empire work? Well, let's just speak of it now, because I always tell these niggas, like, don't try to get whatever you get the login link to try to upload your music and think something gonna happen or you gonna get label services and none of that. Empire works better for niggas who got motion.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Mandatory.
Like, they're not gonna assist you doing nothing.
You really gotta have some motion, not a little motion.
Yeah.
There's some niggas with a little motion, but
Yeah.
you gotta have some motion. You feel
Right.
me? You driving the car, shit. Empire just nigga giving you the gas.
Giving you the gas.
You drive your car where you want to drive it, nigga. It depends how far you want to go, nigga. If you want to make it that far, drive that far.
Stay on blue.
They all blue.
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil' M. My